Hey guys, it's McKay Mondays and welcome back! So I wanted to make a video, and of course the same thing happens every single time, and that's when I sit down and go, okay, I'm gonna make a video for my YouTube channel. Then I sit there and go, what am I gonna do the video on? Every single time. It's like every single creative bone in my body just vanishes and I can't think of a single creative ounce of energy at all. And then I just sit there and I don't do anything eventually. I just sit there and go, well, I don't have any ideas, so I might as well not make a video. Then I have a YouTube channel that people like to watch my videos, and so I need to make videos because I love you guys and I want to make videos and I love making videos. So what the hell is my problem? So I'm gonna make a video about just that. When I can't think of ideas, when I need to think of ideas, it just doesn't happen. But then, when I think of an idea finally, suddenly 4 more ideas show up. For example, when I started thinking about this video, about making a video about how I can't make videos, I thought of like 4 other videos that I could do, which makes me want to do those instead of making the video about not making videos. It's so backwards, it's hilarious, because I love making these videos and I love sharing my thoughts and opinions and I love sharing my ideas and whatever. So here we go. The point I'm trying to make is you, I'm talking about you, get to do stuff too. Whenever I'm in a bind and can't think of ideas, I just sit there for a while and then I give up. At least when it comes to my videos. But when I'm writing music, I've allowed myself 30 minutes a day on music. Why haven't I allowed myself 30 minutes a day on my other creative mediums, for example, my videos? Because every day, I sit down at my computer and I go, I'm gonna write music. And then I either write music or I sit there for 30 minutes. But it's 30 minutes of dedicated time to the thing that I want to do. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. But the idea is to create a space to where you're allowed to. No YouTube, no video games, no movies, no distractions, no nothing. You are there to do something music oriented or whatever it is that you want to do. For example, let's say you can't think of anything creative to do with that 30 minutes. Let's say you're a writer, right? For example, let's say you wanted to start a book. So you allot 30 minutes of time for you to write down anything for your story. But let's say you can't think of anything creative. So what you should do instead is, for those 30 minutes, do some research, do some reading, find something that's going to inspire you, find something that's going to teach you something. But it's 30 minutes of dedicated time to the thing that you love to do. Even if you can't think of the creative process, do something that helps it, do something that will supplement it, do something that when you do it again tomorrow, it will help your cause. Because if you don't do it, you'll do what I do with my YouTube channel, which is not do anything because I can't think of any ideas. But guess what? I'm doing something based on the idea of not being able to do something, so deal with that. And my point is, you are creative, and I want to iterate that very, very specifically, because you are. Just because you don't feel like you're creative right now in this moment doesn't mean you can't nurture your creativity or your ability to do something. Spend time, be precious with those moments, and give yourself that time to do something special with your creativity. And like I said, if you can't do something creatively in this moment, like when I try to write music and I can't think of a single beat in my head, I will continue to do something that will nurture that ability. So I will read about music theory, I will listen to some music that inspires me, or listen to something new that I've never heard before, perhaps finding new inspiration there. But I do something that will help me grow as a composer and not distract myself so I don't end up doing anything. Like YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, video games, movies, all of that stuff can be distractions. Can be. I'm saying can be, and it's very important to be able to distinguish that line, because can be is very true. If I, for example, was watching some kind of show about somebody who wrote music, like a composer or of some sort, and instead of being a story, it was kind of more a documentary of sorts, then perhaps I would let that slide, because that could help my progress as a composer. So this is where the challenge comes in, because you have to be your own boss. You have to be able to decide what is actually doing work and what isn't, and you're just distracting yourself. This is something, as a self-claimed composer, I've had to struggle with since day one. keeping myself busy so I don't come off lazy and so I keep on making progress. Being your own boss is tough because you have to motivate yourself. You have to say yes to yourself. And if you just dive into YouTube videos and stuff that don't make any sense for what you're trying to pursue, all of that time is lost and your dreams crumble before your very eyes. To end this video, I will say, create what you want to create and allow yourself the time to create it. All I'm asking is for 30 minutes of your time to dedicate to you and your special creations. Sometimes the 30 minutes will suddenly melt into 4 hours because you were on fire and you were just creating up a storm, and suddenly you look at the clock and 4 hours later have passed by. And sometimes it's the longest 30 minutes of your life because it's like, oh, I just can't think of anything to do. And that's okay. Don't cut that 30 minutes short though. Set a timer and don't do anything else until that 30 minutes is up. Allow your creative brain to percolate. Let yourself sit in that uncertainty of being able to create and not create, and the logistics of being confused and happy and sad about how you can't manifest an idea in your head. Let that sit there for that 30 minutes. Nurture it with a book or some factoids on the internet or something about an instrument you love, something that will cater to what you're trying to create. I hope this video helped, and don't take me as a master. I've been doing this for like almost about 6 years, and I still struggle with this problem every single day with my music, with writing, with everything else, and especially my videos, because this is the first video I've posted in forever. Allow yourself that time to fail and allow yourself that time to succeed. Because what is failure? It's not failure, it's learning. You know what is failure is not doing anything. That is failing. So get up off your ass and do something, would ya? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you to death, and I will see you next week.